Good morning, cadets. Welcome back to our control playthrough where we're starting the Foundation DLC. That's gonna be the Order Foundation first, then the AWE DLC. And I think this... Okay, I need to get to the hotline chamber, which means...
The director shut it down. No problem.
We need to go through here, if I'm not mistaken.
When do you think Marshall's coming back?
Is this
It's not like her
towards...
to be absent during a crisis.
Oh! Actually, I've not
I'll
checked
be
here.
here waiting for you when you wake up, brother.
So they're actually keeping him...
You wake up.
Keeping Dylan here. Okay, they're not checked when they finish the game.
You
Right.
heard the director stopped the hiss, right? Sounds like she can really
So we need to go to the hotline and see what this DLC is gonna be about. I'm also curious about the AWE DLC as well. There it is. It rings. What do I have? Okay, I have the grenade launcher
Even if
one.
it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Okay, let's see who else. Director, situation, crisis, in Foundation. We demand your attention. Alder's house is in danger. We open the door in maintenance. Hurry post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Ahti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Oh, okay. Ah, yeah. I remembered. Right. So is this gonna be Ahti related then? I wonder. And then I guess, sure, we take the lift. I thought for a second I had a prompt up here. Oh no, one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the elevator. So maintenance, right? Which... I believe was the access corridor? Alright, let's... It is in restricted area. Right. Nah, I guess I'm gonna have to fast travel, but you know what? Let's see if there's anything in the janitor's room. If Ahti's there, or there's any extra missions or quests. It's this way, right? Yeah, you don't have time for you guys right now. Okay, buddy, where'd you go? Sure. Ah, there you are. Okay.
Ahti's still gone. I get the feeling he had more of an agenda than he let on. Did he already get what he was here for?
Be curious if this is gonna be regarding to Ahti, this DLC. Then I have the power plant here. This time I can just drop down like that. Hello.
Director Faden.
Right, I think from here. Just fast travel there. Which would be Foundation. Yeah, let's just fast travel to Foundation then. Or which one will be actually be more closer? Just go to Foundation. Hopefully I'm not gonna miss anything.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ati. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Speak friend and enter, right? Melon. Okay, we're in the Foundation.
No time for
We are.
sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
But I want to look around. Oh, actually, there's not much to look around. I do have a map. All right, cave system. Plenty of cave system, and I see locations that are like built. From what I see on the map.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Then what's the emergency? Okay. Don't really like those lights flashing like that. Hello? What was that noise? Oh, these ones look like crystals. Are we about to see?
Those crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
I wonder if this is like showcasing how the old house morphs around rooms and whatnot. Or maybe something else entirely. And also... Oh, really? Oh, that was bad. Ah. So they can't be destroyed at all. There is a audio log
My
here.
life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
I thought for a second Northmore was his father, but no. We still had a director as a father. Oh, looks like... Oh, looks like we're going this way. You don't have two paths to check.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Oh yeah, wasn't it? Because she disappeared. There was something about it. Okay, this should be discovery. Now hotline. Let's see with the foundation.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Okay. So you say bottom. Nope. Not the bottom. Never mind. Is there... Yeah, I'm not seeing any other pass on top or anything. No enemies so far. Although... There's some.
This found my way down here too, huh?
Alright. I don't need the health. Can I get at least this? Okay, this one. They let me get it. Not like the previous one where they erected those small crystals on top. Ah, I'm gonna fall down. Okay. Like this. It'll be the path. Alright. Hold up. Why can't I... Because interesting enough... I think... Yeah, I can get altitude enough to get over there. Let me try this one more time. And I don't know if I'm hitting my head here. And that kind of slightly stops my ascension, or I'm reaching the max I can extend anyway. I think this is the max. Okay. So we're not getting that one like this. Alright. Second chest, I'm gonna have to leave it as it is. Probably gonna get some boosts later on. That's very bright. And I see enemies. Alright. They've been cleared. We have a safe point over here. We need to cleanse. So hopefully this will cleanse the smaller crystals as well. Or not. I thought for a second that was a collectible, but no, that was just a control point. Okay, we do have cave paintings. I guess we're doing like this. At first, I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems that I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something is impossible, that have been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing this, or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it? Interesting. Didn't we read something about that's a bit connected to Alan Wake? Wasn't it? Yeah, Alan Wake was writing and the places around him morphed. What he was writing. So, these guys are new. Okay, dodge that then. Where'd you go? Wait, no, oh,
I
there.
guess we're using pickaxes now.
His sharpened agents display the para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation, APR, could potentially be a variant of the jukebox effect. Other explanations of the his sharpened ability currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. If you do accept that the his sharpened ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the his are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the his are continuing to develop new strains of corruption that is cause for concern. Refer to file, redacted for full report. Will this be something that I'll get? Something like not dash, but like a blink ability. Short distance teleport, and then kind of makes sense. I levitate to the max for that chest, and then I just blink a couple of times. We'll see. Okay, relocation order. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called on all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird launches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up of us. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Probably clogging up your nose as well. Okay, we're almost at the crossroads. Beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Gotcha. So this is blocked. Okay. Now, what if I levitate above them? Alright, we should be fine. I did not come from here, right? No. Wait. Just another chest. Right? Yeah. Seems like the same one that was down in the south. And I'm assuming... Yeah, this is the same I cannot reach. Unless... somehow the wall shifted here. I don't know. I thought maybe that one we can reach. Anyhow, we need to go this way and here. Be on my toes unless I want to get hit by a geyser. Because you're not telling me about those guys that just to be in that area, right? In the meantime, Foundation accident. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. Remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls, and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Jogging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in rappelling and orienting than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They always end up dead or loony. Marcus. Yikes. RIP that guy then, I'm assuming, right? Confused. Energy recovery. Okay, that's definitely a new mod. Yeah, okay, I don't have time for this game. Whoa. This literally looks
The
like
astral
the
plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
I'm about to say, yeah, looks like the astral plane. Nice. Managed to hit that guy. This time you fell to your... Yeah, you did. Okay, astral copy. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. See report 8-11-1633 for full composition analysis. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Phaeton's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential paramilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Default to file, redacted for full report. Oh, I'm not gonna get... What was it? Yellow, guys? Whoa, okay. Let me just... That's weird. Kinda seems like... For a moment it looked like he was... focusing away from my location. And I don't think I can get up there.
I wish I brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Is that Polaris? Does that circle thingy happen when we're kind of talking with Polaris and she was responding?
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive!
I think that was Marshall. Looked really weird.
Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Nope. So that's Cave Bleed. It looked like he was floating.
Whoa. This place is huge.
Tell me about it.
Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Okay, investigate the nail. Alright. Before any of that, let me check my surroundings as much as possible. Unless there is something here. Foundation pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. Then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place, concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic palace. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. That's a really good question. Okay, it looks like if I go down here, is actually a path. Then that one is from way up there, which I don't think I have a path to get there just yet. What about in here? Oh, this is not connected. Okay, I thought it was connected. And there are two different rooms. And there's, let me guess, log 2.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ran it about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
So that's how the pistol came to be with the directors. Okay, then, okay, that path is actually locked. Let's just claim this, and then we're gonna investigate the nail. Whoa, hold up. For that. Wait, didn't I get... I guess I did not get this collectible. Ley lines. For all my research into the oldest house ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, polar north? Or is the pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout, nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power. Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Ouch. Right. And then this is the lock too. I guess the other collectible was here. Well, hold up. Anything on this cave painting here? This is the cave painting that was mentioned. This looks like the former that we fought. And that's Black Pyramid. And then, you know, either his or humans around. Anything else on the walls? Did I miss more of this? I don't think so. This seems like it kind of stands out. Okay, let's interact here. Nail door monolith. Touch reveal to enter. Prepare the link to prevent astral consumption collision. This is director's duty. Authorized for a single new tool upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation Bureau. Left, only one is permitted. Okay. Which will you choose?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Oh! Fracture. And this is how I clear the paths. Okay. And then shape manipulate if I... Okay. So I'm not getting the one that was thinking like a mini teleport. I use this and this is how... Okay, so this is how I can get to those chests. And I cannot levitate up until there. Which will be better though. I'm gonna go with shape. Hopefully I made the right choice. We're tweaking, cultivating the ability. Here's a new upgrade. Shape, manipulate. First directed to receive these. Should feel honor. They crumbled after being formed. So they're not. Yep. They're on a timer. But it did say certain, so maybe some of them are going to be permanent and some of them they're not. So basically puzzles. But then this way I cannot get to those chests that are encased. Dismantle, loosen the 4 locks, key, MacGuffins. Spread them. Do this and then I'll be repaired, glued. Trespassing, snooping is forbidden. Thieves are present. Okay, the golden guys, I cannot damage them. This. Okay, this I was being used against enemies. This can be shaved while levitating. I kinda already did that. Oh, okay. That was a bit too early to drop down. Alright, give me the final challenge. Oh, or not. I thought we were gonna have like a bigger fight towards the end.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple. Ish. You with me?
I'm with you. Okay, so either left or right. First things first. So if I had the shatter then, I could have opened this path here, but I don't. Then I can see the formations for the crystals, so I can get there. I just wanna... Where was it? It was actually here in the cave bleed. I want to see if I was right. No, okay. This is how I should get those chests. done? Yeah, we're done. Cool. I'm just gonna go here, see with this chest, and then I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. Oh, never mind. Is this not this one? Ah. Ah, it was here. Right, I knew there was one relatively close. So I should have. Let's see if I levitate and I find. No. Okay. I mean, maybe it's on the other one. I thought that would be the case. Ah. Maybe I should have gotten the shatter, actually. Oh well. So, which one should I go next time? I mean, we'll have to do both, right? I'm assuming. But I guess I'll start with the right side, because it looks like the right side. We're gonna get into an area that is similar with the fire break area, that big hallway that you only had a bridge to cross. So yeah, sure. I'll go that direction first, and then we'll go on the left side with the caves. All right, we should be momentarily back here. Really curious to see if we're gonna see Ati more. Canyon Rim. Just save, and yeah. I'll leave it here for this episode and continue next time and see what else awaits for us. But for now, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and as always, don't forget to take care.